Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence on this 18 September 2025 in the year of our dumpster fire. We used to say like different names and stuff. In the year of our blah 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 blah. I think we just stick to dumpster fire because it's been dumpster firing pretty good. My host Spaggy's got another appointment. My apologies for being delayed. I had an appointment myself, but I was not going to skip out on y'all's LPD for today, for Sergeant's Time. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys' week is going okay. Don't forget to submit your photos of the week. We like to get them at US Army WTF Moments. I would say if you do it by, I think they have a cutoff date. So it's like Friday midnight is the cutoff date. So that way they could sift through and find out who is eligible to post their photos of the week for the photos of the week. Ghost Cat, it's the fellas from the Ukrainian fellas, the little dogs, the little Shinzu dogs or something like that. So make sure, reminder again, if you have any submissions for photos of the week, make sure you hit them up at the Instagram or Facebook page for U.S. Army WTF Moments and get that stuff in there so that way the team can sift through. Send in the pics that you would want to see, like, that'd be like a good movie trailer or a good recruitment poster or something like that. Don't fuck with us on the AI because then we'll like immediately pull it. Someone says, hey, I think that might be AI or that might be Photoshop, pulled. It's got to be au natural. So, just to keep you guys informed of that, because I know we get a lot of questions like, hey, how come when do you guys do photos of the week, or when does photo of the week get turned in and all that? I just want to get that out there because we've had, I think it was like last week or something like that. Some people were pretty upset because we did not, we didn't post their stuff, and they're like, yeah, well, it's going to get posted somewhere else. I mean, it's going to get posted in another, it's got to go through the selection stuff. So, do the selection criteria. As soon as you said, I said myself, I was like, yeah, it's got to go in the selection pile. Oh, the pile? What do you mean the pile? Does it mean my shit? No, dude. Individuals who really get wrapped around the axle on what that meaning is. So it's kind of like, dude. So, anyways, welcome to Sergeant's Time. Pretty interesting last 24 hours, I guess you would say. It's 48 hours. 72 hours? Yeah, exactly that. How far back do you want to go? I think, how do I say this? I think the Army, actually, I think all the services are going to crack down on your asses. I will say your asses if you're shit posting on things that are detrimental to good order and discipline. You know, all the famous words they like to say to you guys when we post something on WTF Moments. It's kind of ironic, really ironic, as a matter of fact, when you see leaders demanding to know who sent that piece of information or who sent that photo or who sent that video detrimental to good order and discipline. Matter of fact, I was mocking the Army social media policy back in the day due to the hypocrisy of sometimes the way they like to say, oh, good order and discipline, good order and discipline, good order and discipline. So I kind of like, I did a little, you know, when they said think type post, I put think type roast. And the reason why I said that was because look, if you're coming into the inbox or you're slamming your soldiers for the pictures or images that are posted on U.S. Army WTF Moments, that doesn't, I just see the irony and I see the hypocrisy of you posting some shit about the Charlie Kirk assassination. I don't give a fuck if you agree with them or not, but to see the vitriol coming out of this, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, if I could go back to COVID, I could go back to George Floyd, name whatever key social movement event happened, and the army and leaders really went after their soldiers when it came to and we're going to post some comments, we're going to post some examples in the future of during the COVID drama of how leaders went after soldiers when it came to the COVID stuff. And yeah, some people are saying, yeah, this is the only time where I think it's been acceptable to dime somebody out. We posted the article from Task and Purpose about several leaders that have been suspended or relieved or under investigation for their comments involving the assassination or about the context of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I really think you got a lot of fucking room to talk. Posting what you're if you're a leader, posting what you are posting about Charlie Kirk, and then have the audacity, the sack to go after your soldiers for what they post or what they comment on U.S. Army WTF Moments. I find it hilarious. The best part about our inbox, it goes back all the way almost 20 years, and all I got to do is look up a name, look at whatever. I'm like, did this person say something about going after somebody? And sure as shit, we will generally find comments to include hate mail about how we are, you know, insider threats, blah, 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 blah. I was just about ready to bring that up. Sports Bar, what do you hear? What do you say? Do you guys remember that soldier, that NCO, that master sergeant, who got an AA, or got an ARCOM, right? I think it was an ARCOM. Because she dimed out. She dimed out some fucking, some NCOs shit posting. And oh yeah, think type posts. Oh yeah, social media policy, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm here to say that, how do I say this? No, I'll say it. Just like I'm going to say about the uniform policy. Y'all fucking deserve it. This is what you get. This is what leaders get, and this is what the soldiers get to shitpost when it's not been enforced. The genie is out of the bottle, Sarns. I'm going to tell you what right now. Because of your fucking shitposting on social media and TikTok, you got no fucking room. Because usually that's what we're seeing now. I'm seeing my NCO post about Charlie Kirk and blah, 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 blah. And they're making me take my TikTok and uniform down. Wow. Quite a quandary we're in right now, right? Yeah. Funny how the other shoe is on the other foot. Unless you're like me with no rhythm with two left feet. So I find it hilarious. And I find the ultimate hypocrisy when leaders are fucking going off about what soldiers post on social media, to include all the old school leaders and everybody talking about TikTok and all that, and telling their soldiers they need to take it down, or I was under the investigation for whatever. I mean, look at some of the mill content creators that are now posting on social media that they get shit for posting normal stuff. They're posting, like, I'll say this, and there's a content creator that posts news, that posts stuff like that. Hey, what's going on? He has a little tagline you might remember. Follow me, silly goose, right? Viva la Vargas. He gets shit for that. There are powers that be that don't like what he posts, even though he's posting about Army news. even though he's posting about Army regulation. The hate factor there on that. Meanwhile, thirst traps being posted, TikToks being posted, and all that. What do we do? Well, it looks like we're seeing the enforcement of Department of Defense social media policies. And I'll be honest with you, looking at some of the shit, if you're a civilian, hey, post away. Of course, post at your own risk to what your job or your company's image or your image can handle. But if you are in the military, if you are serving in all the services and you are a government contractor, government civilian, or uniformed personnel, especially a commissioned officer, I'm about to say the world's going to come cracking down on us. I shouldn't say, well, I don't know, I'm retired, so I guess I can kind of say that. Because I do talk to the military a lot, and I do work with the military a lot on some things, and help them with their messaging and help them with their outward policies when they want us to get some information out there. I find it ironic, and I kind of don't feel sorry for you. I don't. I mean, because everybody knows you're supposed to fucking type what you're supposed to type. Everybody knows the risk of you posting, or there was a lawyer that I saw online. What was that? You want to burn some thirst traps? I just saw a list of yeah. Yes, exactly that, Cause. We're going to talk about that as well. Hey, long time no see, Cause. How you doing, man? And so just because you post it and you lock your account and delete your posts doesn't mean that it's going to be not seen. Screenshots literally are forever. There are programs and there are apps that they could dig into what you've posted a long time before about any topic. And everyone's saying this is just a witch hunt, just like the soldiers. I'm going to talk about the grooming standards in a minute. This is a witch hunt. You're going after do you see how many posts we get? Let's put it this way: we get enough social media posts outside of the subject of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, but we get so many other posts of what other soldiers have said that when it gets forwarded to the commands, when it gets forwarded to other, organizations like, I don't know, say TRADOC or something like that, some of them work with us, some of them don't. They're like, okay, I talked to them. The post is still up, and they continue to fucking post while, shit talking and throwing thirst traps and stuff like that. I sit there smoking. No, I don't smoke anymore, but I'm just sitting there with a little bit, I'll sipping my coffee, watching the fact that the standards that you have let behind has now grown into a massive problem that you now cannot correct. And so when you enforce a standard, the whiplash of the enforcement of those standards are now going to catch everyone. Everyone. If you guys looked at the article that we posted, they got some big ranks in there. This is just a witch hunt. This is just this. What made you think you could post something like that and not get away with it? What made you think you could post that, but then you go after a specialist for dancing in a TikTok? What's the difference, right? So I have a feeling there's going to be a little bit more. There's going to be a little bit more attention to. So I would suggest if I was your sergeant major, I'd say lock your stuff down, watch what you post, and the soldiers that you befriended as a leader, guess who's turning you in? You befriended them. Why did you befriend your soldiers? Some trivia here, and some of my soldiers will say, I didn't friend anybody until I got a Facebook account, until I got my own personal Facebook account. I'm not talking about the main page. I'm talking about my own personal Facebook account. I did not follow any. I didn't friend any of my soldiers at all whatsoever. I barely followed some of my peers. I was barely friends with them, but never did. So it's like, hey, and the soldiers that are turning those leaders in have some pretty spicy DMs of why they were following them, and you're kind of seeing some payback. You're kind of seeing some soldiers that are now posting stuff. This is what my fucking leader said. Here's what my leader said this, and by the way, the reason why he friended me or she friended me is because they wanted to get spicy in the DMs, get in the sack with me. So it's gonna unravel. I think this is gonna be bigger than Marines United. You guys remember that case, right? We talked about Marines United. This is gonna be bigger than that, but these are gonna be senior leaders. These are gonna be senior NCOs. Gary brings up a good point. Here's a thought: don't post. Yeah, you think? I'm serious, man. Just don't post. I have had awesome discussions about politics, about religion, about sports, about Star Wars. Everybody knows me. I'm a little passionate about that. We talk about whatever, who's the better, who plays the better. Han shot first, Han didn't shoot, whatever, right? And I've kind of like, don't post it. I mean, you could go back and forth to Star Wars. I was just joking, of course, but nobody's going to come at you about Star Wars. But I'm just saying right now, I would exercise extreme caution because now the commands have been directed that if something gets posted and something that is outside of the standards of Thomas says, yeah, that would require some common sense. The standards of, I'd highly suggest that you don't post. The soldiers that you were spicy in the DMs with, I'm telling you right now, they're the ones that are like, I can finally post this. The soldiers that you went after about spicy TikToks are now reporting you for what you did. It's kind of like a big, I don't know. It's just a big circle, the big circle of life. Social media isn't just X, TikTok, Facebook that includes your conversations on Discord. Yes. I didn't think about it. Yeah, totally forgot about Discord as well. It doesn't just mean one specific platform. But when you post something that's, I don't know, seen by the planet and other social media platforms platform you to say, or platform your message, say, see, these were the soldiers are thinking. And then another platform says, see, these are what fucked up soldiers we have that are saying. Everybody knows you're not supposed to. So I'm going to go back again. Think, type, post. Man, that worked out well, didn't it? So I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. And when it does, I'm just saying, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny to see I will say this, though. I guess promotions are going to get sped up pretty quick. And if you didn't think you were going to make Master Sergeant, or you didn't think you were going to make the list of Major or get selected for a command, I'm sure there's going to be some openings coming up. I mean, there are accounts right now already tracking this. And like all I could say is I can't help you. And speaking with some lawyers, some JAGs, I spoke to, I do a sanity check. I'm like, hey, is this fucking right or whatever? I got a couple of JAGs that I kind of mingle, popularize the conversation. Hey man, hey guys, what do you think about this? Do you think it's like that? Oh yeah, you can't fucking do that. Okay, but what about that? No, you can't fucking do that. In a different environment and different whatever, but you can't fucking do that. And I get thrown different statements and codes and stuff like that, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, exactly that, Gary. Yeah. So, just kind of like, just kind of be careful because, well, no, I shouldn't say be careful. I should just say good fucking luck. If you feel that take is spicy enough for you to fucking post it and you have it out there and you get mad because people, said it. And I've seen other influencers or other meme pages going back and forth of what you should or should not. You ratted me out. I'm like, hey, you fucking posted it all over the place for the world to see. That kind of makes sense, right? And that kind of it's kind of a big deal. Yeah, I want to see that promotion by attrition. But yeah, guys, it's just, So once you see the policies of the UCMJ and also U.S. Code as a member of the Uniformed Services, government civilian, government contractor, you can violate your career in whatever field you're in. And also the name of your organization could be tainted if you're a contractor. Khan says the typical military response is mass punishment. Everybody suffers for the actions of few. I hope that doesn't get handled like that. Thomas says that I explained to my son the difference between free speech and insulting people. The government can't arrest you for speaking your mind, but the Second Amendment doesn't protect you from people. So you mean First Amendment? Well, or did you merely mean to say Second Amendment? You and your people you're insulting. Make sure your checkbook can back up your mouth. Yeah, got it. And I'm talking about purely on the fact that your career could be in serious jeopardy when you post. I'm just saying, man, you just get, yeah, it's woo. I'm just telling you, man. I got friends that talk to me from other organizations, senior level people in there. I'm just like, God, yeah, I wouldn't have posted that. I wouldn't have posted whatever. But then again, the same thing happens when we were going off on leaders for, well, not going off on leaders, but telling everybody that you shouldn't be going after soldiers for posting on fucking about the vax. And you get that went over like a fart in church, man. So I digress. And I do think that we will see what happens. We will see what happens. And I'm pretty sure there will be lists of organizations. E4 Smoke Pit going to get real. Yeah, exactly that, Wes. Woo, man, it's going to be ugly. So let's talk a little bit. I just wanted to give an update. Currently right now, everyone's been hitting the inbox with 4 different stories. And generally what we like to do is we want to hit the one source. There was currently an aviation mishap, and it did not involve an Apache, from what I'm gathering, and it involved a Black Hawk. So everyone was in the inbox saying, "No, an Apache crash! You better fucking post it." And we're like, "Nah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for information on that one because I don't think that's what happened." And so 4 special operations soldiers are involved in a Black Hawk crash that happened yesterday, 9 p.m. their time. And so again, we wait till the information comes out. We already got people. I don't understand what it is. I want to be first people, the ones that I don't understand. Something happens, whether it be an aircraft mishap, immediately there's those chats that go off and all the whatever. They got to report everything before the families can be known what their status is of their family members. There are some individuals that's why we didn't post the article. I'm just giving you an update, but once we have confirmation of anything of the individuals that were crewing the aircraft, then we'll post the article with the updated information, because I was just seeing other timelines and I'm like, you guys are talking out your ass. It was not an Apache. It was a Black Hawk, an MH-60 Black Hawk. And the 4 service members involved in the crash were assigned to the Army's 160th Special Operations Regiment. And so that's about all the information we have. That's all the information I can put out, and I can't speculate. Even if I did know the information, we will abide by the policies, the same as the policies with the Army on the notification of next to kin. Wes, what's this shit about Air Force One almost getting hit? What are you talking about, man, dude? What are you talking about, Wes? What's this? You have me Google eyes and stuff now, even though this is not the purpose of the show. Let me see. Well, just because you threw it in there, and it is Air Force One. So happy birthday, Air Force, by the way. Today's the Air Force's birthday. So let me see. This was yesterday. That Air Force One carrying the president was involved with a close encounter with a jet in the same and ordered in the same altitude, and that was reported by, I think it was the Daily Mail. So that happened yesterday. I appreciate it. So the standards. Let's talk about the uniform standards. I'll say it just like the social media policy. It's all your fucking fault. That's what you get. Did you send that the other day in the chats? Okay, well, I'm sorry. I've been kind of busy a little bit in the chats. Would this be an awkward time to play Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drills? Huh? I'm not sure what reference you're trying to make. And depending on the stories, we just talked about 4 or 5 different topics. So I mean, I don't want to elude what you're trying to say, Thomas. With the what's that, 11 ACR? Yeah, 11 ACR. Yeah, Black Horse. So did y'all hear about the change of standards and the drama and the new PT belt thingy butt pack we're gonna be authorized to wear? I'm gonna have to direct to Zoltan, and good Lord, they changed the standards for grooming. Not only did they change the standards for grooming, but the article, the standards, the message, and the the graphic is not oh, okay, get one suit together. Okay, now I know that. Yeah, noobs. Okay, got it. So in the 30 days of a published Army directive, because for some reason we can't seem to get a regulation set up. It's always Army directive. I almost feel like this is like government shutdown anytime the Army wants to not change something. Or kind of like stalling around to put something into regulation. It's going to be in the next regulation. It's going to be in the next regulation. It's going to be in the update to AR 670-1. It's going to be the next regulation. So just like continued resolutions, all we do is get Army directives. So for now, dated 12 September, 30 days for the soldiers required to meet the appearance, grooming, and body composition standards in the directive. And the period serves as a transition. Yeah, PT belt funny pack. Yeah, it is. It is, dude. I was fucking laugh. All I see is a bunch of shitbag soldiers with horrible grooming and uniform standards all over social media. You are correct, Wes. And I will say again, U.S. Army WTO Moments is in contact with other leaders within the Army, and we say, is this your soldier? Is this your soldier? Is this your soldier? Is this your soldier? And the response to us generally is, oh my God, they're going to take fucking ponytails away. Oh my God, they're going to take, they're going to take the bulk of the hair. Max length ponytail is now going to be 6 inches from the top of the collar. All those long ponytails to chop. Not allowed in dress service uniform. Braids, twists, locks, or cone rolls can be in a ponytail, but up to 2 braids and it cannot exceed 2 inches in width. Woo! Short sides with a long top, max 2 inches on the top. I think it was like they were talking about the inches on the top being in the bulk. So now we're talking about bulk and length. I think the Army corrected that on their page as well, because that graphic that what I'm reading off of is what's contrary to what was written in the directive. Let's see. I know you guys don't believe it when your leaders say something, or this is not what it's supposed to be saying. I'll assist and walk you through it, just in case Big Sarge says no, it's not true or whatever. I just find it ironic again that people like to change the standards or add to something that wasn't really there, and it just kind of like, yeah. So we're not going to read off of the graphic. We're just going to read off of what the haircuts and styles. Certain hairstyles are prohibited wearing uniform, to include any styles that distort the fit of the prescribed headgear. Let's see how that works. Let's see how this gets enforced again. Because every time we talk about something, we'll get a soldier with long ass nails, a piece of their headgear being barely placed on their hairdo, or guys with their fucking high shave sides with their long shit slick back. Headgear will fit. Yeah, exactly that. Yes, we've already got that as well. We're not going to post that because we fucking told you so. Pip says in the chats, seen a few female mill talkers crying about the hair part. Yes. There is going to be, there's several images that we've received in the inbox at U.S. Army WTF Moments of soldiers already getting their shit cut right there. Like, you guys want to do it? And then the soldier says, fuck it, I'm just going to get my hair cut here. Who's got some clippers? So the hair color must present a professional and natural appearance, defined as a shade of hair that grows from the scalp with artificial coloring. Man, these are going to be hilarious. I can just see individuals who grow hair of a specific color that are blonde and are going to try to, purple hair or something like that. I love it. There's some TikToks out there giving instruction on the cadence form of how to fly an Apache helicopter, tanks, and stuff. What are you talking? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Those long ass nails. Yep. It's a trap poo when they go out. Anyways, let's continue. So only natural shades. Let's see how this fucking lasts. Authorized and be applied in blended, subtle manner. Hair color must be free of abrupt or extreme artificial contrasts or shading. So you can't have purple hair. Sorry. Or light it up to shut. That's just the way my hair grows. No. And the guys too. The hair will be tapered, faded, starting at the 0 length. Skin fade and a 1/4 inch length of the sideburns around the ears. Oh, low, mid, and high fades. Hair must blend around the sides and the back and not fall over the ears. The bulk, I'm going to say this again, the bulk of the hair at the top of the scalp will not exceed 2 inches. And that is defined as the distance the hair protrudes from the scalp. Everyone was talking about length. I'm just like, no, it's bulk. It's like the bulk. So even still, the bulk of the hair on the sides will not exceed 1 inch. 1 inch. This is like big old school shit. I've seen other people talk about, oh, when was the last time this changed? Or was this new? Or this always been like that? Man, if you had 680-1 back in the day, pre-Guat, in the 90s, Jessica, you probably know about this because I'm not saying that you're old, but I'm just saying you probably served around that time. Woo, buddy. Yeah, no more Hollywood. Yeah, exactly. See? No more Hollywood. So only shave or closely cut hair in the back of the neck may touch the collar of you. Man, love it. Male soldiers are authorized to shave or trim their heads, the whole scalp. Yeah, they're bringing back the high and tight. Exactly that. Edge and outline cuts are authorized if they're natural to the soldier's hairline. I've seen pictures of soldiers with weird ass fucking cowlicks and shit like that, or they have a scar in their head and they cut the part in there. That's fine. Where normally would part the hair no wider than an eighth of an inch, and I was just say that an eighth of an inch, not a quarter, and the part will be a straight line. See, I'm reading this, showing you right now, so that way everybody can see it, and there's people that are driving that are going, no way. Did this really come out? The part will remain a straight line and a slanted curve along with a natural hairline. Male soldiers are not authorized to wear locks, braids, or twists. This was the past that we had people that guys were wearing it before. Locks and braids. No more locks. No more braids. No more twists. Yeah, I think they're probably going to go with, Jessica, with the ethnic part. Yeah, that's from the old school too, way back in the day. So I posted what Ellie? Okay, here, Ellie here. So I posted about the day event because I'm a Christian and still mourning. Am I wrong? And all I did was respect because I read the regulation before. If you're a Christian, I mean, if you're posting, praying for whatever, is this the dude that posts content on here? Huh? What you talking about, Henry? Henry Montalvo, what you talking about? We got different dudes. What do you mean? You're throwing me off. What are you talking about, Henry? You look familiar. Where do I know you from? Talks about her in 2B. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they abuse that. Okay, so let's go back to cutting, to shaping and cutting edges. Male soldiers will not shape, cuts, and designs in their hair or scalp. Leaders will judge the appropriateness. Ooh, this is going to be spicy. Of the particular hairstyle based on, is this the dude that posts content for WTF moments? We all post. I mean, there's more than one person that posts. What are you trying to get at, Henry? You look familiar. I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Yeah. I've been around. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, what was I saying before? You guys are distracting me. Leaders will judge appropriateness, and of course, in the directive ability to wear all types of headgear, such as beret, garrison cap, patrol cap, service cap, and protective equipment as a protective mask or a combat helmet properly. All right, so let's get on the female haircuts, because I know that was the biggest freaking thing that everyone's been woo. Everyone's crying about. Bottom line, hairstyle techniques will encompass the entirety of the scalp, as defined as skin covering the head, excluding the face. Bangs must remain above the eyebrows when warm and no shorter than the middle of the forehead. There's no minimum hair length for female soldiers. Female soldiers are authorized to shave or trim their heads, whole scalp. Female soldiers are not allowed to wear braided or unbraided. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me, ponytails and wait. Just double check to make sure. There we go. Unbraided ponytails with every variation of the hair of the dress uniform being the bangs. No more weaves. Hair must be styled in the collar, secured in a bun above the collar in a service or dress uniform. Sorry for distracting. We want to talk pretty much about everything. I really don't mind the new regulations because I'm one of those. Blah, blah, blah. What? Well, I don't know. Okay, well, appreciate it. And we're talking about the regulations, though. Somebody asked us if we could walk through the hair stuff, and so we're walking it through. So just doing what the client wants. Hair color must present a professional and natural appearance defined in any shade of color that grows from the scalp without artificial coloring. It's gonna be hilarious. The natural shade, only natural shades of hair curling are authorized, must be applied. Dudes, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better get like a swatch or something like that, or secure yourself a squared away female soldier to assist you in some of these corrections, because this is gonna get ugly. Hair color must be in a free and abrupt leader taught. Buns will be worn. Then female marine donuts are my favorite. Huh? Dude, what are you talking about? Are you talking about a hairstyle? Well, you're talking about a specific hairstyle. See, we're Army right here, Wes. We're not Marines or Navy. Although I do see Marines and sailors secure their hair pretty good. I mean, I rarely see any issues with that. It's always the Army chicks that fucking and Air Force chicks that go hog wild on the hair stuff, because individuals are too scared to freaking the buns, yeah, are too scared to freaking are too scared to correct the hair donuts to make the buns. Got it. It's a foam donut. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Ashley. Sorry, I am not of a follically endowed to understand what that is. We just call it a bun, and my female soldiers and NCOs would handle business when it came to correction. So, yeah. So buns will be worn in the back of the head, since you're talking about it, and may extend a maximum of 3 inches from the scalp. Oh Lord, have mercy. How many have we seen? Buns go, bam. Oh, big old, almost the size of the wearer's head. I can't wait. Your sergeant major don't want none unless you got buns. Oh, that's funny. Buns will be centered in the back of the head, positioned horizontally in the line at the top of the ears as viewed from the side. The bottom portion of the bun may fall at or above. Man, the bun things, man. The buns is gonna. I'm just saying that's gonna be a lot of consternation. Ponytails. The females are authorized to wear their hair in a single braid or single unbraided ponytail while in the Army combat uniform. The ACUs, they're still called that. OCPs are the pattern. Or Army Physical Fitness. Somebody wants to bring the ball back, the yeet, the standing ball throw. Hair must be neatly fastened, secured in a single ponytail. The bulk of the ponytail must not exceed the width of the head. Man, oh, this is going to be awesome. The ponytail length, let me say this again, must not exceed 6 inches from the top of the collar. The ponytail will be centered to the back of the head and positioned horizontally in the line at the top of the ears when viewed from the side. Female soldiers are not allowed to wear ponytails when in any variation of the uniform. Man, or the dress uniform, I should say. Any variation of the dress uniform. My bad. I left the dress. So braids, locks, twists, and cornrows, multiple braids, locks, twists, or cornrows may be uniformly styled and gathered. Mind you, this is females. Twists or cornrows and gathered in a ponytail. Ponytail must conform to the paragraph that I just read. Female soldiers are allowed to wear up to 2 braids. Must run down the center of the back, parallel to each other in an equal length of width. Man. I mean, I'm about to say, you see some of the ponytails. Just saying. It's kind of like your fucking fault. It's everybody's fault. It's the soldier for thinking they can get away with it, and it's the leader for not enforcing it. The braids or ponytail cannot be worn over the soldier or pulled onto the front of the body. Female soldiers are not allowed to wear braided ponytails when wearing any variation of the dress uniform. Interesting how strict they are with ponytail positioning, since low ponytails can be more comfortable. Yeah, that's a good point, Ashley. I've served with female soldiers that prefer to have the bun. Now, I don't want to say that I really gave a fuck and enforced it anyways, but I just kind of like let them wear your fucking ponytail or lower the bun, so that way when we do like jumps or something like that, or we're doing training, that it doesn't interfere with the helmet. But I think this is just a plot to make sure you guys don't have ponytails. You got to make it difficult to just cut your hair short. Hairstyle techniques, female hairstyles. Oh, let me get the hair. God, there's a lot of restrictions on the women. Female hairstyles involve shorter sides in the back with significantly longer hair on top are authorized, provided they adhere to the standards. The top section will not exceed 2 inches in length. That's where there was the confusion between the guys and the gals. The 2 inches in length measured from the scalp must blend smoothly in the shorter sides in the back, avoiding a stark disconnect. Just poor break. Styles involving shorter sides will not incorporate buns, braids, twists, or tail. A gradual transition as length is required, creating a blended contrast instead of the sharply defined undercut. The undercut. See, that's the undercut stuff that I've seen other mill talkers say that they're going to have to grow it out. They're going to have to go away because the regulation wasn't real specific when it came to the undercut, and now it is. Asymmetrical, as defined as unbalanced, lopsided haircuts and hairstyles, are prohibited. Tapered or faded haircuts is the discretion of the wearer. Female soldiers may taper or fade their hair, starting at 0 length and a 1/4 inch of length on the sideburns. God, yeah. You ladies are, Maybe you should have worn your ponytails right when you were supposed to. The beard stuff is going to happen anyways. You already know that. Hair must blend evenly. Pretty much the same thing as on the other ones. Hair must blend evenly around the sides and will not fall over the ears. The bulk of that is defined of hair protrudes from the snout of the hair of the snout not to exceed 2 inches, and the bulk of the hair will not exceed 1 inch. Women, by the way. Edged line cuts are authorized if they are natural to the soldier's hairline. I've seen that before. I've also seen when soldiers have had surgery, they use that as the cut as well for their parts as well. So it's kind of like seeing shaping or cutting designs. Female soldiers will not shape or cut designs in their hair or scalp. Leaders will judge appropriateness. There's the key word again. Leaders will judge appropriateness. That's going to be some complaints. Remember, now you got 30 days. This is going to be some complaints in the inbox. My NCO said it wasn't appropriate. Well, guess what? Leaders will judge the appropriateness. Like, you can see how that left that barn door wide open. Particularly based in the guidelines within the directive and ability to wear all types of headgear, such as beret, garrison cap, patrol cap, service cap, any other protective equipment, such as protective mask or combat helmet properly. Already seen women post about their tinted jelly nails. Ooh, yeah. That can pass for being clear. Just why? Defiance order? I think so too, Elizabeth. Elizabeth in the chats. I think so too. There are some that, I'm going to say right now, that want to skim it. They want to skim the reg. They want to push that, policy. I'm just saying. Devices. I know somebody's talking about devices, so visible hair holding devices used to secure hair will closely match the soldier's hair color. Devices must blend naturally with the hair and should be discreet and complement the overall appearance and be no larger than a 1/2 inch thick. Authorized devices must closely match the wearer's hair color. These devices include, but not limited to, small plain scrunchies, which is the elastic hairbands, nomenclature please, covered with material, barrettes, combs, pins, dips, clips. I don't even know what are those for the hairstyle because I don't wear my hair like that. Rubber bands or headbands. Such devices should conform to naturally shape of the head. Cosmetics. Aha. Yeah. Woo. Pedicures are a waste of money. Exactly. Establish a standard and make it black and white. No gray. Yes, I said I would do this. What fucking hair? Cosmetics are defined as a decorative preparation intended to enhance the appearance of the body, particularly the face. I like that. I love that. I love that description. Cosmetics are defined as a decorative preparation intended to enhance the appearance of the body, particularly the face. Male soldiers, guess what? Cosmetics are prohibited for males, unless by medical exemption, of course. And all soldiers are permitted to use clear lip moisturizers. I know I use Carmex because, I'm a mouth breather, so my lips will chap, so I'll use some Carmex and stuff like that. Female soldiers are authorized to wear cosmetics if they abide by the following. Facial makeup is applied for the purpose of achieving an even, uniform skin tone that matches the natural complexion of the face or neck. Makeup will be applied in a conservative manner. Oh my God, here comes the leader thing again. And maintains a professional and uniform appearance. And makeup will not be used to enhance or alter facial features by adding coloring that does not match their natural complexion. Oh my God, this is gonna be some drama. There's gonna be some drama. Makeup designed to cover tattoos is prohibited. Oh, ooh, lordy. Semi-permanent makeup. Semi-permanent makeup defined as depositing pigments into the skin is authorized if the makeup conforms to the standard outline of the directive. Okay. Oh, this is better. This gets better. Oh, Lord. Factors of the skin type, sun exposure, lifestyle, and the quality of pigment. What do you mean by lifestyle? The quality of the pigment used to fade and disappear over time, requiring maintenance touch-ups. Tattooed makeup is permanent and is not authorized. So eyebrows? You can't tattoo eyebrows? Oh, man. Branko says, a lot of girls are going to be white again. Eyelash extensions. We got this in the inbox one time, and we posted it, and people got so pissed off because we posted it, because it was like very, very, I'm not talking about subtle eyelash extensions. I'm talking about this shit looked like there were rakes on the tops and the bottoms of these eyelids, and just takes like a week to fucking blink. Eyelash extensions are of any kind are not authorized. False eyelashes are authorized only through a medical profile to address a condition that causes the loss of natural eyelashes and subsequent lack of eye protection. False eyelashes must match the colors. See, that's the medical part. Must match the soldier's natural color and will not exceed 9 millimeters in length. Oh, Lord. This is going to be a long meeting just for the female for all points. You ain't lying, man. Ellie is like, damn. Lip cosmetics. I read fast, though. Lipstick's not authorized. Female soldiers may wear clear or skin tone lip gloss. All soldiers are permitted to use clear lip moisturizers. Lip liners not. Oh, my God. Everyone's going to be white again. You're going to see some lips there. I mean, hey, guys wear it too. So I'm just saying, there's guys that wear makeup. I just find this freaking hilarious. And Kaz, I know, and Jessica, I mean, I think we're a little bit older on the time that we went in. This was 670-1 from back in the day. So I always laugh when people are like, where's this coming from? You know, it was never like this. Oh yeah, it was. Some other posts that we've seen are actually like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Fingernail grooming. Fingernails will be clean and well groomed to maintain professional appearance. Given the nature of maintenance and work at other physically demanding military occupational specialties, nails can be dirty. Soldiers will keep nails at a practical length to avoid snagging on tools and safety equipment at the tip of the finger. Female soldiers are authorized to wear clear nail polish. Only square and rounded nail shapes are authorized for all soldiers. Female soldier fingernails will not exceed 1/4 inch. Oh, catastrophe. The inbox is just going to be, it's going to be hilarious. So the jewelry stuff, earrings are not authorized to wear earrings of any kind in uniform while on duty. While on duty. This is one that everyone tried to get male soldiers for back in the day. While you're on duty, you cannot wear that, but off duty didn't really say that. Yeah, exactly. You know, I was just about ready to say that, Cause I always love going to the S1 and seeing those pretty female soldiers, sad pack appointment face noises. Yeah. Womp, 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 womp. Man, I'm getting heated up. This. I got to fan myself with my AER propaganda. Ooh, Lordy. Lord have mercy. Make sure you donate to AER. Man. I would love seeing this being enforced in the soft community. I would just like to see anything enforced in the soft community, Cesar. We're not seeing much of that either. If you know, you know. Women are not authorized to wear their earrings in their ACUs. Are authorized to wear earrings in the ACU's dress and service uniform. No other facial or visible piercings aside from authorized earrings wear in the earlobe by permitted by any uniform. Clear nose rings, gauges, and nose ring retainers are not authorized. Remember, we've been seeing that. There was a drill sergeant that was posted on an Army page. I can't remember if it was an Army page or the drill sergeant school where there were some gauges and there was a nose ring. Yeah, exactly that. You mean, Patrick says, you mean the S1 was actually open? Oh man, I love it. the gauging stuff, the clear nose rings and gauging. Oh man. Oh God, I can see the inbox just flowing. We'll see what happens. Earrings must be worn in a matched pair. One per standard earlobe, and not authorized to be worn in the cartilage industrial or transverse lobe, tragus, or conch part of the ear. That was debunked. It was a mole, not a nose stud. Well, I appreciate it. There you go. Appreciate the update. Stud earrings are maybe screw-on, clip-on, post earrings in gold, silver, clear, diamond or white over right ivory pearl. The earring will not exceed 6 millimeters and a 1/4 inch in diameter, defined by a straight line distance to the center of the carving of the earring, and measured from one edge. I think it's to the other. Oh wait, is that it? Was that it? Wait, where'd it go? Hang on, let me switch it over. There should be no reason for you to have gauged ears in the military. I agree. Let me see. I want you to take me to. Guess what the length of the boo book is. Oh no. Oh, Ashley, what is it? Oh man. What is it? Tell us. That blue book is kind of a, I don't know, I guess that's the standard we need to go by. We need to go by the blue book. Then we need to for real? Oh wow. Pierced nipples are okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I think we got the big one there. Let me see. Let me just triple check that we got the big ones with the earrings. And let me see. Yeah, gauged ears. That's where people put plastic pieces or silicone pieces in an ear to keep the hole open. So, so that was. I think that was pretty much. Yeah, that was earrings are not authorized in the APFU. When worn, earrings are snugly against the ear hoop. Two-sided or drop earrings are not authorized. Believe it or not, there was some like that. Every time we post something like that, we get a bunch of shit. Why are you posting that? Why are you cyberbullying? Why are you singling out shoulders? Blah, 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 for something that was not authorized. But now, I'm just saying, hey, just like the social media policy that people are losing their shit on or not enforcing, I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to fucking work out. Who's going to be posted to what? I got the continuation. And this one is the, just going to skim this one right here. For the AGSU, nameplate is required on the AGSU jacket. Yeah. Beards? Yeah. Required on the AGS jacket, long sleeve shirt, and Eisenhower jacket, hereafter called the Ike jacket. The Heritage 564 pullover. The nameplate is laminated plastic. Pretty much looks like the same thing as what it was before. Only last names are authorized. The nameplate will be worn on the AGSU leather jacket or AGSU windbreaker. Male on the AGSU shirt, like that nameplate is worn, centered, and the same thing. There's a little bit of thing there for the women's standards. You guys, if you want to see it on the main page already, some of the stuff that we posted. The Ike jacket, yeah. The AGSU neck tab is a green service. Neck tab is optional purchase item. Neck tab is worn with the. I will say, man, women have to pay a lot more shit. Like we just have a couple of jackets, couple shirts and pants, and there we go, and a hat or a garrison cap. Women have a bunch of shit they gotta fucking wear. I mean, they got extra shit. So. Windbreaker, Hodge Green, black berets. The black beret will not be worn. I've seen we've said this before. The black beret will not be worn with any variation of the AGSU. That's what I'm talking about. Cause make everything BDUs again. Same thing with the tropical dress variation with Class A's. Hit the like button and subscribe. Exactly that, King Smith. Actual King Smith is in the chats. RDI will be wear blah blah blah. Pretty much what was worn before. I think this is more reinforced because it kind of like knocked off the questions of who's going to be done with what. or what was the standard before? What were the questions? And then what was in the Alarak or not in the Alarak? So I think this right here kind of narrows it down a little bit. Combat skills and badges and tabs as well. Where's yours? Where's my what? Where's my uniform? Where's my? I have uniforms ready just in case or to get to call to a recall to serve. Why do you think I still do PT? My old ass. Identification badge and honors to wear the AGSU. Blah blah blah. Chaplain branch, there's a little provision in there for the chaplains. We'll wear the branch insignia in the AGSU, be centered on the media belt of the pocket. Yeah, okay, yep, got it. Single service soldier, soldier insignia SSI for military operations in a hostile environment. Yep, Mariner badge, the mountaineering badge, the old ram's head that we talked about that caused a lot of stuff. Okay, now here's the thing that made me laugh. I mean, this is the one that, like, look. Army physical fitness uniform, runner's belt. Right now, currently, the retired Sergeant Major Mafia is out manufacturing these things. They're out doing this to sell at the PX, so that way Joe will come and grab them. A runner's belt must be black in color. The width of the runner's belt may not exceed 4 inches. At their discretion, commanders may authorize leaders within the formation to wear a runner's belt while wearing the APFU. Runner's belt are not authorized for wear with any other. It's a PT belt, but it's like a fanny pack. I would just say it's a little small fanny pack. The leaders may place a cell phone in the runner's belt, not visible. Soldiers are not authorized to wear wireless or non-wireless. Man, this is gonna get fucked up. I'm just gonna say it right. Joe's gonna fuck this up. It's gonna FYI look up flip belt. Man, Ashley, you're just a happy Herpleton in the freaking chats. Hang on, what'd you say? Flip belt? Let's see. Let me go here. Hang on. Let me change cameras here because one time I did that. No. I had some people's notes up there and stuff. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Flip belt. Ashley being the assistant here. I appreciate your assistance. You must be a Sornt. Let me know if I'm on the right spot, Ashley. Wait a minute. Is this like a CrossFit thing? Is this flip belt? Oh my God. It's an Ashley. Okay. Hang on, Ashley. I got to pull it up. She immediately, Ashley's like, hell yeah, I'll help you out. Let me see what you got. Let's see what you got. I think this is what I'm looking at right now, Ashley. See if I'm correct. Feel free to, there's a little bit of delay anyways, in talking. So I'm going to pop this up and the brand says flip belt that I'm looking at it. So let me transfer to the screen grab and there you go. There. So is that it right there? That's a flip belt. That's it. That's like a thinned out freaking butt pack. Yep. Okay. Confirmed. Another Sornt in the chat. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah. Look at that. That's the flip belt. So, running belt. So, why do I have a feeling this is going to be some sort of CrossFit thing? I'll get into the legend, the urban legend about the ACFT with the what's that? Yeah, exactly that. What's that? That's the welcome to your runner's belt. That's your runner's belt, guys. I'm telling you, man, the sergeants, retired NCOs, retired sergeant majors, they're the ones fucking doing this shit. They're the ones like, hey, I got an A, bro. Why don't you he probably was sat in the office of sergeant majors of the Army, and they're like, hey guys, I need an idea for a new PT belt. And the next, how about I don't want to steal Viva La Vargas' stick. Raymond Chandler's probably in there going, bad soldier needs something to carry things. I got an idea. Anyways, love you, Viva La Vargas. Man, that's all right. Well, that kind of freaking, God forbid they put zipper pockets. Yeah, exactly that. What was wrong with I've seen soldiers, they're modifying their PT shorts pretty ingeniously. And what they're doing is they're getting the, yeah, exactly that. Just got multi-colored PT belts from whatever the command decided to do. So yeah, that's the big, yeah, that's the big, okay, whatever. Hey, if that's what's going to happen. I'm curious to see. I know flip belt. It's always what it is. There's always an environment or a culture of somebody in an organization that likes something, and then the leader likes it, and the leader wants that to happen, and the next thing you know, it gets sent up, and that's why 511 are in fucking all the PXs and Under Armour shirts, and Merrill's and Solomon's and stuff like that, because and Oakley's, yeah, exactly that. So it's pretty fucking hilarious. It was probably some leader. I think we should wear this. And the next thing you know, Sergeant Major of the Army's like, that's a good idea. And then that's it. There you go. Just bring back the fucking lipstick. Yeah, exactly that. Oh, okay. The Army changed a little bit with they still kept in a little bit of the same standard for the, but obviously understand that there was an event that was taken off the ACFT to call it the AFT. I don't know why dropping the standing power throw would change the combatness of the Army Combat Fitness Test. This is for the regular Army Active Guard Reserve. Commanders will direct a body fat assessment who they determine does not present a soldier appearance. That really hasn't changed. For you guys, the older crew, the older vets, Jessica Cos, myself, would know that was kind of like the track from soldierly appearance has always been there. That's always been there. If you look like you're a fat, well, plam, following positions reads amends AR-600-9 with the associated paragraphs. On a soldier's enrollment in the ABCP, a commander will request a medical examination to verify there's no underlying medical condition that may direct cause or gain or what. Now, this is what was supposed to have happened before. And because leaders, I don't want to say they're fucked up, because leaders were not informed or not educated on how nutritionists work or how proper medical procedures work. They said, bam, your flag. We're going to flag you now, blah, 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 when there was probably a possible thyroid issue. I knew somebody who had, I think it was a liver or a kidney issue, and that dude ballooned up. I mean, ballooned up within a couple months. There's like, no, there's something wrong with you, dude. You look like you got freaking allergic to everything. And there you go. Yeah, exactly that. ABCP is crazy garbage. Crazy garbage. And when it was before, the Army's like, I got an idea. When we measure women, let's measure the biggest part of their body, their ass. Some women are well endowed in their ass. In the absence of a medical condition, if the soldier exceeds body fat standards after 6 months, the commander will initiate. Now, here's the thing. It's not should. It's not commander discretion. It is the commander will initiate. Yeah, that's all about to say. I appreciate. Yep, exactly that, Ashley. I got diabetes from PT belts. And let me say that again. In the absence of a diagnosis of an underlying medical condition, if the soldier continues to exceed body fat standards after 6 months in the ABCP, the commander will initiate separation action. And also, flag, there was a change, I guess, is hereby amended. Flag code K is no longer transferable. The instructions in the paragraph now apply in reference to the ABCP transfers are hereby rescinded. Woo! And then the guards got a little bit more of a change there. And this is the active guard, National Guard, Army National Guard, and the U.S. Army Reserve. If a soldier continues to exceed body fat standards after 6 months of the ABCP, the commander will this is like the will stuff, not the should, not to take it up to the chain of command, not to check whatever. Will involuntarily transfer. My English as second language is bad. Soldiers to the IRR. Instructions are now paragraph, blah, blah, blah. The reference to the AB, transfer hereby rescinded. Yeah, so a lot of, that, like Ashley said before, that the biggest one was the will. What will happen? Will initiate separation. It didn't. I don't know if there was still a discussion. What was the other one too? There was also the PT test that still remained the same. So, oh my God, Bubba, fuck, we made it. We made it an hour and 11 minutes, and you bring up Trump. This is Sarn's time, man. If you want to talk about that shit, bring up the whatever. And I know what you're talking about, freedom of speech. If you want to discuss that in the Monday edition, make sure you tune in to the Monday edition at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio on all the platforms to get that news commentary discussion. There we go. The word, yeah, exactly that cost. The word will erases any mitigating circumstances. A lot of great soldiers, yeah, become overweight. Yep. So, Ice, you say the TikTok remedial program's not working? Yeah, exactly that, David. Woo! I'm just telling you guys right now, to go back on the social media topic, to go back on, it's okay, Bubba. No, you're not good. Like I said, this is mostly Army talk and talking about policies and regulations. This is kind of like the audience for this is more active duty to get more information. Of course, we work closely with Zoltan, the S1 guru, to get some of that information as well. And unless they max out the PT test, yeah. What was the other one? The other one. Let me look that up real quick. I mean, because I want to be able to quoteth correctly. There was the policy where if you kept the standard of you, getting a specific amount of points in each event, obviously because this power standing throw is gone, you no longer have to get taped. So here's what I'm saying: get them gains. So if you're a chunk and you max your PT test, I don't think you're going to get taped. I hope you don't get taped. Let me double check this right here. Just a triple double check. There's another message with that. I might go back to the because that was the big one right there. I mean, we all know soldiers that can absolutely destroy an ACFT or AFT, and because of the Army 600-9, it's all freaking. I have to go back to S1. Let me go back to the Zoltan the Great S1 Guru. Let's go back to check on this. Where is it at? I just want to make sure I got the. I'm reading off the policy, not somebody's tweet or whatever. Because I know there's some individuals that are pretty upset about that. Yeah. Ashley, where do you work? Are you one of the admins fucking with me? Zoltan has the same article you just pulled up. So, soldiers, exempting soldiers who score 465 or more on the new AFT. Soldiers must score 80 points or more in each event, or alternate events are permitted. And so, they're. Let me read this again. The U.S. Army has published new directive exempting all soldiers who score 465 or more on the new AFT from body fat standards. There you go. Not for not for this page. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all you have to say. Appreciate it. I appreciate I'm serious, man. Appreciate the Happy Helperton stuff. This is good stuff. So they still have to conduct height weight screening, and their data must be recorded in the Department of the Army 5500 or 5501. Soldiers who do not meet the height weight standard but qualify for exemption will not be required to conduct a circumference tape base assessment. There you go. So thanks, Ashley. I mean, you're like lightning quick. As soon as I pulled up the link from freaking Zoltan, you just dropped it right in there. So that's what I'm talking about. I wonder what Helen Keller. Oh, come on, dude. You know what Helen Keller jokes, man? Shit. So I think that covers that. That was let's see. I had my rant over the Army social media program. Beware. Careful what you do. Careful what you say. Because people are watching. Your soldiers are watching. That's the thing. And the ones that are getting reported up to the chains of through the chains of command are the soldiers. So again, watching that post on U.S. Army WTF Moments about the social media policy let me look at the reach. Girl, I'm busy tonight. Uh-oh. What happened, Spanky? Uh-oh. I just want to look at the numbers. I just want to look at the there we go. So this post This post that had the task and purpose article about at least 8 troops punished for social media comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination had 358 shares, 6.7 thousand comments, and they're just rolling along still, and over 7,000 reactions. Dude, man. Some of the comments in here are woo. That's how I got in the conversation with my 2 JAG friends about it, and they was like, "You're that man. These soldiers are massively misinformed, and do what your role can handle." You know what I mean? Always assume an order is illegal. It's just obey at your own risk. So, what is behind me? Yes, murder cult. That's right. That's what's behind me. Murder cult. Okay, we're talking about Monday stuff. Also, I have my Ghost. Zip zap. I have my PSYOP speaker truck. Got my ships there, my helmets, my gun ships and stuff like that. That's going to be changed. This is going to be changed around here. You don't see some pictures there. I got some friends there and all that stuff from Iraq, stuff from Kurdistan, a rhino there from my time. So there you go. All things murder cult, all things whatever. And of course, I have my first sergeant going away stuff when I was first sergeanting. Well, that's yes, that's an Imperial shuttle. Is that an Imperial shuttle? Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm nerding out. Make sure you tune into Pop Culture Warrior then if you want to get some nerdage. With that, I think it's time for housekeeping. I know Spanky would have been like tapping her watch right now. She's like, "Hey, dude, it's housekeeping time." So, anyhow, so right now you're watching Sergeant's Time. You're watching Sergeant's Time with myself, and again, Spanky had an appointment to do. We have FTX and weekend co-ops. That's really kind of like the only subsequent, sequential days and stuff like that. We have FTX, then we have weekend co-ops. CQ and the members of the WTF Nation Radio and WTF Moment staff are on FTX, and you'll see them coming in there. Yeah, that's right. Get the lemon pledge, girl. Weekend co-ops with Nemo. He games with WTF Nation Gaming, Valor Gaming, Stack Up Gaming, the VFW Gaming, Battle Tested Gaming, and of course he'll test out new games. And hey, these are the games that he wants to play. So last time somebody went in there like, you need to play this game, you need to play that game. Hey, we're playing the game to hang out with everybody else. Yeah, Friday Eve. Oh man, yeah, spooky season's coming up. Spooky season is coming up. It's already time. It's that time. I don't want to see nothing Christmas until after spooky season is over. Also, Monday edition with myself and Massey. Tuesday, of course, with Pop Culture Warrior Michael Carrasquillo, CQ, with his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Wednesday is, wait, let me rack that up with Massey. Monday is also The King and Me. What do you guys think of The King and Me? We've been receiving some pretty good ratings about that. Some pretty good reviews. The actual King Smith and his wife, Michelle, come on and talk about relationship stuff and all that. It's actually, I'm a divorce enthusiast, but I do enjoy the conversation. And so watching everybody getting in the chats and talking about it, and it's a good show. I like it. It's kind of relaxing, no drama, talking about human interaction, talking about relationship building and stuff like that. That's some good stuff. So that is on top of the Monday edition. So it's Monday edition, all that. And then the sports bar and the smoke pit are changing to Wednesdays. So Monday it's the King and Me and the Monday edition. Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesday is the sports bar and the smoke pit. Smoke pit being a little bit later. We've got a lot of good reviews and a lot of good feedback on it being that. Now for Sergeant's Time next week, we have a surprise guest. Okay, so that surprise guest, once we get it locked in and we're good to go, we will announce the surprise guest. And I'm excited because looking forward to shooting the breeze. You guys might know him and where he works. So once we get it locked in on the times and stuff like that, there will be some promotions and some propaganda out there of the guests that will be coming on for Sergeant's Time next week. And I think we have some other stuff going on. We got some collaborations with Vet TV that are coming up as well, and I'm excited. Spooky season. Oh, I love spooky season. Spooky season's fun. So I think, what am I missing? Spanky, just Jason Voorhees. He's misunderstood. Just like Freddy Krueger. Well, not Freddy Krueger. Fuck Freddy Krueger. That dude's a pedophile. So, but yeah. yeah, Darth Vader. Yes, Darth Vader and Jason. Those are the ones that we can kind of relate to. Yeah, exactly that. No, I will not be. I don't know what I'll be wearing for my Halloween show like I did last time. Last time I had to, let's see, last time I didn't dress up because there was some makeup requirements that required me to do it before the show and I couldn't make it. So the one before that, I was dressed as Darth Vader. I had all my ensemble like that. So I think, I don't know, I might wear some Grand Admiral accoutrements, except I'm not going to blue my face. But I'll be like, I'm gonna make my eyes red, whatever. I will have probably some slick back hair and all that. So, on Monday, so we could go talk about Jimmy Kimmel Time on Monday. That's Monday edition. Yeah, the Monday edition. Woo! That is going to be hilarious. I'm not wearing any clothes for the Halloween show. Also, I'm not. Yeah, I mean. Okay, I will admit this, and I'll say this once. Well, I said this before. Somebody asked me, can we not talk about Jimmy Kimmel Spooky yet? One time we were getting ready for a show prep and Spanky's like, hurry up, get up. And then I stood up to go behind to do something, to set something up and lock some doors and stuff. And she's like, holy shit, you really do just wear Ranger panties when you're on there. Yeah, so I do. So there you go. I'm not going to show you below because, the camera can't focus in very, very well on small things. I'm being self-deprecating right now. At any rate, make sure you share, like, and follow. We're broadcasting live on 5 different platforms. 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And, of course, X at WTF Nation Radio. X is really pretty. It's kind of cool to see the dialogue going back and forth. I'm going to wear Buffalo Bob's skin for Halloween. Okay. Buffalo Bill, you mean. So I think that's it. Anything got any for me? I appreciate all the well wishes and stuff like that we got when I was out sick. I didn't think that was going to be such information to be distributed, but hey, I appreciate the that was like farewells, the get wells. But if you don't have anything for me, I'm going to close it up and y'all have a good night and shots. See you. I do want to be you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 dark 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscles strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Running marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters, we rise. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Zones and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand alive. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Homecoming's bittersweet, memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the Army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our sin. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the Army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.